This is the X9 by ComfyGo. This is one of their models that has electric legs and electric recline. All of their models, most all of their models come with a remote control. What makes this remote control great is you can do everything through the remote. You can drive the chair up to 60 yards away. You can adjust your legs. You can adjust the recline, all through the remote. What also makes this great is these legs are also adjustable individually. So if you wanted to just adjust one leg at a time, you can do that. So if you see here, I'm just doing the right leg. I can do right and left at the same time if I wanted. But it makes it great because there's sometimes individuals that need a leg to be elevated but not as high as the other leg. So you can do these legs individually, or you can do them at the same time. This unit has a 310-pound weight capacity. I'm going to show you here. You can do the backrest. And so what you would see, if you want to take this out to a soccer field, you want to be reclining, you have to be somewhere for an extended period of time, you can lay back like this and relax. I mean, there's really nothing else on the market that has remote controlled access power chairs. This chair actually can fold up. You can remove the legs and then remove the battery pack. The total weight of the unit is 86 pounds. In order to fold this up, you just take the backrest off. You do have a couple screws back here in the back of the unit that you'd have to loosen up to slide your backrest off, and then you take your legs off as well. So your legs are very easy of how to remove these from the chair. All you have to do is disconnect the connector here, and then you're going to have a little tab over here. You're going to swing the leg to the side. Obviously, just like what I did, make sure if you have the remote in your hand, you don't drive the chair while you're doing this application. But legs are easy to come on in and off. They just snap right on, and that's all you have to do. There's no programming once you put the legs on the unit. So this unit is going to get up to 13 miles on a full charge with the travel battery pack, up to 17 miles per charge on a full-size battery pack. Do remember the full-size battery pack is not airline approved. You are able to take multiple travel battery packs with you if you do need to get farther distance when you do go on an airline, but they must be the smaller 13-mile range battery packs. Like I said, it's got a super loud horn, louder than some of the other models. You can actually do that from back here too. So if you were trying to take care of one of your loved ones, what we really find useful about this is you could sit here and you could walk next to them, and as you go on a walk throughout the park. Most chairs have an attendant control back here in the back of the chair. That's great. You can still help your loved one navigate, but it's not that same personal connection as you would if you were eye level, side by side with the person, being able to connect with them. So that, maybe you have this chair, you need to get in bed, you need to transfer out of it into the couch, and you want to then go put it off in the corner of the room, you can do that. You can then drive this up to 60 yards away. You can control the speeds to the joystick. What we found out is people that have multiple sclerosis, that have muscle dystrophy, different ALS, different progressive diseases, they have a hard time keeping their hand out on a joystick. So we've heard even from a client that's bought one before for his son. His son has a hard time with his arm. He has muscle dystrophy. He likes to keep the remote. He'll keep this remote in his lap, and he'll drive it just like this from his lap. So that way he's in a comfortable position. His arm's not going to be tired, and it's going to be exactly placed where he wants to be. The company's told us they've had an individual that she had both her arms amputated, and it was the first time in her life she was able to drive something because she could drive it with her toes. So it gave her freedom. So just think about the possibilities of what you can have with this remote, being able to be the caregiver for somebody or them to be able to drive it themselves. This particular unit only comes in one color. The total depth on these is about 17 inches. They call these remotes waterproof. I haven't fully tested them yet, but they do say they're waterproof. So that does have a little bit, makes you feel a little more secure that you're going to be able to take this, and if it starts to rain a little bit, you're okay. I wouldn't recommend leaving it out in the rain, but you are going to have some more protection than maybe on some other electronics. This joystick is on the right-hand side right now, but it can go on the left-hand side if needed. The armrests do flip up on both sides if you need to transfer in and out, and actually transfer, they get out of the way, all the way out of the way. So you have a pretty good range of motion to be able to slide in and out of the chair from either side with a slide board. What I also noticed on this chair is you have electromagnetic brakes on this unit, but just like on a manual chair, it looks like you do have back here a lock on the wheel also. So on top of your electromagnetic brake, you also have a hand lock like you would have on a manual power chair. So I just want to visually show you. I'm 6 foot tall, 220 pounds. Just kind of want to show you the functions and what I would look like if I was to then, recline back and lift my legs up, just to kind of give you a reference point of view of what somebody my size would look like. Now these leg rests are adjustable in length as well, but this is already preset. Honestly, very comfortable for me. And if I wanted, I could just select the backrest and I could just bring the backrest up a little bit. So I mean, if you're out watching your grandkids play soccer, whatever you need to do, and you need to sit somewhere at a comfortable position for a while, this would be the chair to consider. So a few more things that I want to mention for accessibility wise. And like I said, the armrest does flip up out of the way. Sometimes people find it difficult to get out of a chair when you have leg rests like this that stick out in front. There's a little tab that you would push here on both sides, and if you're able, you can swing those leg rests out of the way like that, and then you can get right out of the chair. So that way you can see there'll be nothing in front of you. You could come sit back on the chair. You kind of have to kick your leg out a little bit, but then you can put it on the footrest, put it back on the footrest. So that does make it nice to be able to get in and out of this unit, that these leg rests do swing away. So not only are they electric and elevating, but they also do swing up and out of the way. Now these units, I will show you here in the back how you are able to get the battery out of these units. We flip my armrest back up and turn it around. So out here in the back, your battery is located right back here. So what you're going to do is you're going to unplug your plug back here. This plugs in actually right into your actual battery connector, or where your charger would plug into. So you would close that tab. Then all you're going to do is lift up, and then you have one more red tab here in the back that you're going to pull apart. So this is your battery. Like I said, there are a couple pounds difference when you go with the full size to the travel battery, but you can take this inside. You can leave this in the back of your vehicle, and you can take just your battery pack inside and charge it. You would just plug it right in here into the charging port, and then you would bring the unit back. The unit just sits on this little carrying case back here. You do want to make sure that you are then coming back in and reconnecting your red connector, and then also putting your power source right back into the battery pack, like so. And then you'd be good to go. So on the back of this unit, if your unit is on, you can put this unit in freewheel. You have red levers down here in the back. On this particular unit, you're going to pull them up. You will hear the unit beeping at you. But what you can do, if you don't mind the beep, it's a lot less loud than the horn that I just hit. But if you don't mind the beep, what you can use this as a walker. So if you have the unit on, this unit does beep at you. But what you can do is it has resistance in the motors when the chair is on. So some people that are in rehab that need to learn how to regain their strength, but they don't all have strength for all day, and they do need to have a power chair, you can put that chair in freewheel when the power's on. If you turn the power off when you're in freewheel, well, now it's a true freewheel. So now it has almost no resistance on the motors. So just do remember that if you do want to help somebody get a little bit of exercise, they still are mobile a little bit. You can kind of play around with those neutral levers and whether you're on or off with your power, and it'll create different resistance. This is the X9 by ComfyGo. It's one-of-a-kind type power chair that is going to have the electric recline and electric legs, and then you can also do everything through the remote. So like I said, you can see me here. I'm a 6 foot tall, 210-pound individual laying back in this power chair. I mean, I am very comfortable. This is a great game changer in the market at 86 pounds when you take the backrest, the headrest off, and take your legs off and your battery pack off. I mean, 86 total pounds is really nothing for a power chair like this. It's got a top end speed of about 4 miles an hour, and what makes it great is this hand remote. I can control everything from here. You'll see how I'm not even touching that hand remote. We're going to go over in the grass. We're going to see how well this thing performs. This thing does have two 250 watt motors, so you have 500 watts of total power in the back of the unit. So like any necessarily make a straight 90-degree pivot turn, it's better to be going a little bit straight while turning. You're going to have a little bit more power. Always do be concerned when you do have individual legs like this, when you're going down a slope like that, you want to make sure you're not going to go down too fast and then hit the ground. So like just how I did that there. But once again, it's a 310-pound weight capacity power chair. It is airline approved. There's really nothing else on the market like this. If you guys have any questions or any concerns, please give us a call. We'll be glad to discuss this with you.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.